Okay. In the previous class, we started discussing the four types of feedback amplifiers: voltage series feedback amplifier, current series, okay, voltage shunt, current shunt. We already completed discussing voltage series feedback amplifier, current series feedback amplifier. These two we already completed. Okay. So today's class, we will start discussing voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Okay. Now, in order to discuss voltage shunt feedback amplifier, first based on our understanding that we have discussed, okay, series connection will increase impedance or resistance. Okay, shunt connection will reduce the resistance. Right? We all know that we have already discussed. 1 kilo ohm in series with 1 kilo ohm is becoming 2 kilo ohm, whereas 1 kilo ohm in parallel with 1 kilo ohm is becoming half kilo ohm. So reducing. So if you have series connection, it means the resistance increases, right? If you have shunt connection, it means the resistance decreases. Can anybody tell me what will be the input and output resistance for the case of voltage shunt feedback amplifier? Voltage means, okay, always if we have voltage, it means, right? You remember voltmeter, we are always connecting in parallel. Okay. So this is anyway shunt, right? Voltage means parallel connection or shunt connection. Input side already given, shunt. Okay. So both input also we have, okay. At the input also we have shunt connection, at the output also we have shunt connection. So what will be the input resistance? Will it increase or decrease for voltage shunt feedback? Please answer. For voltage shunt feedback, what will happen to the input resistance? Yes, easy question. What will happen to the input resistance? I told you shunt connection means resistance reduces. We have seen it.
Decrease.
Yes, correct. It reduces. So for voltage shunt feedback, input resistance reduces. What about output resistance? Yes,
Decrease.
very good. Output resistance also reduces. Let us see the expressions of voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Voltage shunt. Okay. Okay, we are here, voltage shunt feedback. And then let us see the expressions for the input resistance. Okay. See input resistance reducing by a factor of 1 plus Rn beta. Output resistance should also reduce based on what we have discussed. Okay, reduce. So output resistance is also reducing by a factor of 1 plus Rn beta. Right? So we can use this logic to understand what will happen to the input resistance, output resistance before derivation itself. Now let us look into the derivation part. Okay, so we are discussing voltage shunt feedback amplifier. Okay, we are discussing voltage shunt feedback amplifier. So what is output here? Output is voltage. Okay, whenever we have shunt mixing, right? Shunt mixing, then the input we will represent, or input or the feedback signal we will represent in terms of current. Okay, so output is voltage, input is current. So we are representing output in terms of voltage, we are representing input in terms of current, and as discussed, feedback signal will be current. Okay, so because output is voltage, input is current, which amplifier we need to represent here? Can anybody answer? Here output is voltage, input is current. Okay, output is voltage, input is current. So which amplifier is suitable? Can anybody answer? Fast please. Yes. I already told you this simple technique. Okay, these things are very important. Without this, okay, you won't be able to draw circuit diagram, right? It becomes very difficult. So I want you to concentrate and answer easy question, right? See, this part is clear. We are representing, okay, input, right? From the title itself, we can understand that output is voltage. Okay. Then shunt mixing. Shunt, whenever we have shunt, okay, it means, right, the feedback signal is current. Okay. Feedback signal is current, and input also we are representing in terms of current. So output we are representing in terms of voltage. Input we are representing in terms of current. Output we are representing in terms of voltage. Input we are representing in terms of current. Of course, because input we are representing in terms of current, feedback signal also we are representing in terms of current. Okay. So whatever input we are representing, the same we are representing as feedback signal. So which amplifier output is voltage and input is current?
Trans resistance.
Yes, correct. Trans resistance amplifier. For trans resistance amplifier, output is voltage, input is current. So that is the reason here we are representing trans resistance amplifier. Okay. So what is the trans resistance amplifier? Very easy. Ri representing input resistance, R naught representing output resistance. Then we have this amplification factor Rm into Ii. Okay, Rm is the trans resistance. Okay, Ii is the input current. Okay? Ii is the current through Rm. Okay, so this is simply the trans resistance amplifier we are representing. Then we are attaching load resistor RL. Okay, and as discussed, input we are representing in terms of current. Okay, so this is the current through Ri is Ii. The feedback current is If. This is Is. Okay, Is. The leftmost source is Is. Then we know very well input impedance is Vi by Ii. Okay, if we say input impedance, it is Vi by Ii. If we say input impedance with feedback, then we have to consider Vi by Is, the source current, okay, or the overall current with feedback. So If we will take it as Vi by Is. Okay, this is the same old formula which we have seen in the previous cases also. Next, we can represent II. Okay, II we can represent in terms of Is minus If. Okay, if you apply KCL here, right? If you apply KCL here, II, right, is II, this current, we can represent it as Is minus If. Okay, so next what we are writing, we are replacing this II with Is minus If. Okay, we are replacing this II by Is minus If. Okay. Then next this Is plus Is minus If, we are cross multiplying to LHS. So from this relation, Ri is equals to Vi by Is minus If. So if we cross cross multiply this IS minus IF on the other side, we have VI is equal to RI into IS minus IF. Okay, VI is equals to RI into IS minus IF. So what we are doing? We are just cross multiplying this IS minus IF to the other side. Next, we are multiplying this Ri inside. So Vi is equals to Ri into Is minus Ri into If. Let us see what is the If here. Here, If is beta V naught because output was voltage, feedback signal is current. Hence, If we are taking beta V naught. Okay. So, If, next we are replacing If with beta V naught. Ri multiplying inside RIIS minus Ri into If. Then If we are replacing by beta V naught. Okay. Next, V naught in this case, okay, in this case, we can approximate V naught is equals to Rm into Ia. Neglecting this drop, we can approximate V naught is equal to Rm into Ii. Using the condition for trans resistance amplifier, neglecting this, okay, we can write V naught is equal to Im, sorry, V naught is equal to Rm into Ii. So next what we are doing is, we are replacing V naught but with Rm Ii. So Ri as it is, okay, beta as it is. In place of V naught, we are writing Rm into Ii. Okay, V naught is Rm into Ii. So in place of V naught, we are writing Rm Ii. Remaining beta, okay, remaining beta Ri as it is. Okay. Next, here we have Ri into Ia. Ri into Ia, we can write it as Vi. Ri in this circuit, okay, in this circuit, Ii is this current. So Ii into Ri is nothing but Vi. So next what we are doing, we are replacing Ri into Ii, this product Ri into Ii, we are representing it as Vi. Now here we can see LHS also we have Vi term, then RHS also we have Vi term. We can get both the Vi terms together. Okay, we can get both the Vi terms together. So this negative term, if we break it to the LHS, it becomes positive, isn't it? Then, as discussed, here also we have Vi, here also Vi, we have Vi. So Vi we can take common. If we take Vi common, here we will have 1 and here we will have beta Rn. So 1 plus beta Rn. RIIS as it is on the RHS. RIIS as it is on the RHS. Now, let us see what we are trying to do. If we get Vi by Is, if we can get Vi by Is, then we will get the input resistance with feedback. So that is what we are trying to do. From this, we are trying to get Vi by Is. So for that, Is we are cross multiplying to LHS, so it comes to the denominator, right? Then 1 plus Rn beta, we are sending it to the other side. So Vi by Is will be equal to Ri by 1 plus Rn into beta. So Vi by Is is equals to Ri by 1 plus Rn into beta, right? So as discussed, the resistance is decreasing by a factor of 1 plus Rn beta. So Vi by Is is nothing but Rif. Okay. So we can write Rif. This is we can write Rf. Rif is equals to Ri by 1 plus Rn into beta. Rif is equals to Ri by 1 plus Rn into beta. So input resistance with feedback right, is decreasing by a factor of 1 plus Rn beta. Next, we will go for output resistance. Okay. So, what are the rules for finding output resistance? What are the rules for finding output resistance? Yes, RL, open circuit. Input source we have, if it's source we are representing in terms of current, make the current 0. If you have Vs, make Vs 0. If you have Is, make Is 0. No problem. Okay, same rule. So RL we will remove, then we will make Is 0. Okay, then we will connect an external voltage source. Current drawn from that source, we will measure voltage source divided by current drawn from those source will give us the input resistance. Okay. Now, sorry, will give us the output resistance, right? That will give us the output resistance. Now, okay, so here, first, if you open circuit, okay, RL, then we connect the voltage source, current drawn. So first, what will the voltage output voltage V0 will be? Current drawn means we have to take current, okay, entering the circuit, right? So V0 will be I0 R0 Ohm's law plus Rn into I. V0 will be I0 R0. Okay. We are writing KVL. V0 we can represent it as I0 R0 plus Rn into I. So V0 we are representing in terms of, okay, I0 R0 plus Rn into I. Then another case, what we need to do, we need to take IS0. Okay. So if we take IS0, here already we discussed II is IS minus IF. So if we take IS0, we can take II is equals to minus IF. Okay, so that is the second condition we will consider. So what is the second condition? We will take IS0. IS is 0 means actually IA is IS minus IF, right? Input current is the overall, right, current minus the feedback signal. But IS is 0. So IA is actually IA is IS minus IF. Here IS is 0 because we are finding output resistance. We have to make the input source 0, is it? So we are representing II is equal to minus IF. So just the two equations we will consider. Okay. So V0 is I0 R0 plus Rm into II. How did you get this? That we got as discussed already. Okay, by applying the KVL here, V0 is equals to I0 R0 plus Rm into II. Then what we are doing? Okay, there after getting the V0 equation, V0 is equals to I0 R0 plus Rm into II. Next, II we are representing as minus I. So II we are representing as minus I. Okay. Remaining these two as it is, we are right. Then IF, okay, what is IF here as discussed? IF feedback signal in this circuit is nothing but beta into V0. Okay, the feedback signal IF is nothing but beta into V0. That is the next substitution we are doing. In place of IF, we are writing beta into V0. So in place of IF, here In place of IF, we are writing beta into V naught. In LHS also we have V naught term. In RHS also now we have V naught term. Let us get both the V naught terms together. Okay. So sending this negative term to LHS, it becomes positive, isn't it? So V naught as this minus Rm beta V naught, it goes to LHS and becomes plus Rm beta V naught. On the RHS, I naught R naught as it is. Taking V naught common, okay, taking V naught common. Here we can take V naught common. So 1. Here what will remain other than V naught? Rn into beta. Okay, so V naught if we take common 1 plus Rn into beta is equal to I naught R naught. Okay. Now V naught by I naught. Okay, let us find V naught by I naught. So cross multiplying this I naught to LHS, it becomes by I. So V naught by I naught is nothing but cross multiplying this 1 plus Rm beta to the RHS. So it goes to the denominator, right? Is equal to R naught by 1 plus Rm beta. So as discussed, again the output resistance is reducing by a factor of 1 plus Rm beta. Okay. So last one, right, is current shunt feedback amplifier. So current output, see first term always represents what is the output. So current, output is current. So output we are representing in terms of current. Shunt, shunt means, okay, right, the feedback signal is current, right, feedback signal is current. So we are taking feedback signal as IF, current, okay. Then in this case, input is also current, output is also current. That is the reason we are representing the amplifier by a current amplifier. Okay, input is also current, output is also current. That is the reason we are representing by current amplifier. Okay, and as discussed, output is current, right? Input is also current. If input is current, whatever is, if input is current, feedback signal is also current. Whatever is the input, the same is the feedback signal. Okay. So feedback signal, right, is also current. Output is also current. So we can write IF is equals to beta into I naught because output is current, because feedback signal is current. Okay. So here the relation is IF is equals to beta into I naught. Okay. Then what is current amplifier? Any amplifier, these two are common. Input resistance, output resistance, common. Ri we are representing. Okay, R naught we are representing in, for current amplifier, R naught is in parallel. Then this current source we are representing. Okay, the current amplification here we are representing by current source AI multiplied by II. Okay, AI is the current gain, right here, and II is the input current or the current flowing through RL. Okay, so this is our circuit and the overall, right, current they are represented with IS. So here, the same old formula we are writing. Ri is Vi, okay, by II. RIF is Vi by Is. Okay, the same old formula. Next, II. Okay, here II is nothing but Is nothing but Is. II is here. Current flowing through R is nothing but Is minus Is. Input is nothing but, okay, II is nothing but Is minus Is. The same old relation like in previous case. Then we are cross multiplying this Is minus If to the other side. So Vi will be equal to Ri into Is minus Ri into If. But here, as discussed, IF is nothing but beta into I. Okay. So in place of IF, we are writing beta into I. What we are doing, we are cross multiplying this to the other side. So BI is equals to RIIS minus RI into IF. But here IF is beta into I, isn't it? So we are writing in place of IF beta I. Then I naught, in this case, for a current amplifier, you can write I naught is II in AI into I. Okay, you can represent I naught as AI into I. We can approximately represent. So in place of I naught, next we are writing AI into II. Okay. Then II into RI. Okay, II into RI, we can write it as VI. Okay, II into RI, we can write it as VI. So why? Okay, here I told you this is the II. This is the II. Okay. So II into RI is nothing but VI. Here. So in place of II into RI, next we are writing, okay, in place of II, RI, we are writing VI, AI beta, A beta, okay, these two, A and beta we are taking as. Okay, then here VI term on LHS, VI term on RHS. Let us get both the VI terms together. Okay, so here this minus term, if we bring it to LHS, it becomes plus. And VI we can take same old story. Take VI common, we will get 1 plus A beta. Okay, so VI, if we take common, send this to the first. Send this one to LHS. So VI, if we take common, here 1 will remain. Minus A beta becomes plus A beta. Okay, we have taken VI common. So what we are doing? This negative term we are bringing to LHS and we are taking VI common. We are getting this. On the RHS, RI, IS, RHS. Next, same old story. First multiply IS. Okay, so VI by IS will be RI by 1 plus A beta. Okay, RI by 1 plus A beta. So what is happening? The input resistance with feedback is reducing by a factor of 1 plus A beta, where A is actually current gain. Okay, here A is current gain. So either you can represent it with A or you can represent it with AI. Anything is fine. Okay. So input resistance we found out. Next, last one is the output resistance. Okay. So before we start deriving, let us use our intuition, our logic. What will happen to the input resistance here? Okay. Current means we are doing, okay, at the output side, we have series connection. Okay, output side series, input side shunt connection. So what will happen to output resistance? Will it increase or decrease? Yes, please answer. What will happen to output resistance?
Decreases.
Output, see here, current, how are we connecting? Okay, how are we connecting ammeter? Ammeter we are connecting in series, isn't it? Okay. So output side series connection, input side shunt connection. So what will happen to the output resistance? Series connection, 1 kilo ohm in series with 1 kilo ohm, increasing 2 kilo ohm, isn't it? So what will happen to output resistance?
Increases.
Okay. Output resistance increases. Input resistance shunt. Okay.
increases.
Yes, input resistance decreases, output resistance increases. Okay, so input resistance decreases, output resistance increases. Current shunt feedback. Okay, current shunt feedback. What happens? Because output, right? Output, we have series connection. So output resistance increases, input resistance decreases. Okay, so input resistance decreasing by a factor of 1 plus a beta. This derivation just now we discussed. Let us see output resistance. Output resistance increasing by a factor of 1 plus a beta. Okay, as discussed, output resistance is increasing, input resistance is decreasing. Let us see this last derivation. Okay, this last derivation of output resistance. Okay, so first here the rules for finding output resistance, remove RL, connect external source. Okay, V naught. Then we have V naught, we have current I naught. We have taken this direction now I naught. Okay, then we will make IS 0. Right, these are the conditions. So the current here, now we can represent in terms of EIII and this current. What will be the current through R naught? We can represent it. If the output voltage, okay, the output voltage is V naught. So we can use Ohm's law. Current through R naught, we can represent it as V naught by R naught. Okay, the current through R naught will be simply Ohm's law, V naught by R naught. So the current here is AIII. The current here is V naught by R naught. So we can write I naught in terms of AIII and V naught by R naught. Okay, so we are writing the current I naught. Here we are writing the current I naught in terms of AIII and in terms of V naught by R. Okay, so there at the output terminal, we are representing the output current in terms of AIII, V naught by R. Similar to what we have seen in earlier case. Okay, then II, okay, the rule for finding output resistance is 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 0. If we make IS 0, then II, actually II is IS minus IF. So IS is already 0. So II will now become minus IF. So next what we are doing, in place of II, we are writing minus IF. Remaining these two terms as it is. Okay. Then, okay. Here I, okay, F in this case is nothing but beta I naught. Let us see IF in this case, okay. In this case, IF is nothing but beta into I naught, right? We already discussed before I explain input resistance. Here IF is beta into I naught. So in place of IF, we are writing beta into I naught. LH is also we have I naught term, RH is also we have I naught term. Same old story, get the I naught terms together. Okay. So this minus AI beta I naught, let us send it to LHS, it becomes plus AI beta I naught. V naught by R naught as it is here. Yeah, right. Then I naught, if we take common, 1 plus, okay, I naught here if we are taking common, 1, we have 1, and AI beta we have here. Okay. RHS V naught by R naught we are taking as this. Next, let us cross multiply the, okay, I naught right? We want V naught by I naught. We want V naught by I naught. So this I naught we are cross multiplying to RHS, but we are writing on LHS. Okay. I naught we are cross multiplying onto RHS, but we are writing on LHS side, as we did in earlier case. So this I naught we are cross multiplying to RHS. So V naught by I naught. This R naught also we are cross multiplying. So V naught by I naught is R naught into 1 plus EI beta. V naught by I naught is nothing but, okay, V naught by I naught is nothing but the output resistance with feedback. So what we are getting? R naught into 1 plus EI beta. So as discussed, the output resistance is increasing by a factor of 1 plus AI beta. Okay, is increasing by a factor of 1 plus AI beta. Okay, so we have discussed all the 4 combinations: voltage series feedback, okay, uh, voltage series feedback, voltage shunt feedback, current series feedback, current shunt feedback. Okay, all the 4 combinations we have discussed, and all the input resistance, output resistance, whether they are increasing or whether they are decreasing, we have discussed. Okay, for all the 4 cases. And the simple trick that we can use is series connection, resistance increases. Shunt connection, resistance decreases. Okay, I repeat, series connection, resistance increases. Shunt connection, resistance decreases. Based on this, before deriving itself, we can guess the expressions of the input resistance, output resistance. If it is increasing, means multiply by a factor of 1 plus whatever the gain into beta. Okay, right? If there is a series connection at the input side, then the input resistance will be Ri into 1 plus whatever the gain into beta, 1 plus A beta. Okay, if we are representing in terms of voltage amplifier, then it is 1 plus AV beta. If we are representing in terms of current amplifier, then it is 1 plus AI beta. Trans resistance amplifier, 1 plus RM beta. Trans conductance amplifier, 1 plus GM beta. Okay. So factor is the same. This we have discussed. So by using our understanding before deriving itself, we can guess what is the expression. Then that expression we can derive and compare it with whatever our logic we have used. Okay, so we have finished all the 4 combinations. We will stop here. We will continue in the next class. Thank you.